Since it's a beautiful day outside, we're here in my backyard, or the community backyard, which smells like piss and shit from all the dogs. But regardless, you don't have to smell it, I have to smell it. So well, welcome back to my channel, Guardians. I had a request to do a video. I don't know how well you can see me. Whoops. Stay. Chip is not happy. He woke up from a nap because I was puttering around my apartment. But I had a request to do a backstory on my guinea pigs. So because this one was awake, I will do him first. I hope you can hear me because I'm still slightly embarrassed by doing this outside. No. And I'm trying to keep Chip in the shade, but he's being very rambunctious and curious. Anyway, so Chip here, believe it or not, was a Craigslist baby. So Chip was the final. Oh, there was a butterfly. Sorry, got distracted. Chip was the final guinea pig to add to my boys. At this point, I already had Moose, Riot, and Crash. And so I got Chip because I had to separate Riot and Crash from each other. So Crash needed a friend. And I decided to look on Craigslist for ethical guinea pig breeders because the driving force was that I wanted to know Chip's birthday. That was the whole driving force. I actually wanted to know someone's birthday. And that was it. So I searched on Craigslist, found a couple of people, but they didn't work out because they were obviously not ethical breeders. They were backyard breeders, just very irresponsible people. I ended up finding this lady online who was selling 3 guinea pigs, and Chip here was one of them. He was the most gorgeous out of his 3 brothers, and I asked her to email me. I was very interested in Chip. He was the most beautiful of the 3, so I thought he was already sold. Turns out he was not. And so I saved up $20 from my Frito-Lay money. I know, honey. He's very upset, poor dear. So I saved up $20 and I asked her if first of all, if like he was a first come first serve policy, and I liked her answer. She told me no, she needed to see what the enclosures look like, what my living situation looked like. She did all the right things, and so I was very impressed by that. So we made a date because at the time where are you going? At the time, my weekends were Saturday, Sunday. I know that's not the case for everybody. So, I know, sweetheart. It's very loud out here. So, we made a date for Saturday. And, at the time, like, my ex-boyfriend had agreed when we were still dating to pick me up from work the night before so that I could have all the rest in the world from my job and be ready and prepared to receive Chip in the morning. So unfortunately what happened was I saved up my $20 for Chip, and then my ex-boyfriend out of the blue decided to call me and be like, I don't feel like picking you up anymore. No reason, no explanation, just don't feel like picking you up. You know, screw you, that kind of thing. So I had to call this lady back and I was in tears. I actually snuck away from the warehouse floor for a second. And I said, listen, I'm sorry, plans for a ride home fell through. I need to take an Uber home. So the 20 bucks that was for Chip, I ended up using, I told her I have to use it for a ride home because Friday night was our worst night, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to take the bus home. The buses weren't going to be running by the time I got off work. And so she goes, that's okay. You have shown me such an impressive enclosure. I wish I still had a picture of it, but it's pretty similar to now. She told me that I had an impressive enclosure and she'd be more than happy to give Chip away for free. And his name was not Chip at the time. He was actually nameless. I'm the one who named him Chip. I know you're so upset. You're so upset. I promise you he's in the shade. There he go. I know. My goodness, where are we gonna go though? You can't eat any of this. I'm sorry. And so the very next day, I got to bring Chip home for free. Hey, that's me, first of all. What is your problem? You're fine. He just nibbled me. That never happens. I promise you, he's in the shade. He's got me for extra shade. So she, where are we going? That's my armpit. You don't want to go there. So she brought him the very next day. The only thing I did not like was that she brought him literally in her arms. There was no carrier, nothing. You know, just Chip in her arms, this little wee thing. I think he was like 2 months old when I got him. Yeah. So brought him home for Crash, and the only reason why I was specifically also looking for a baby, because I know that male guinea pigs are extremely hard to bond, but I've had this idea that if maybe if Crash's new cage mate was smaller than him, because I think Crash was around, like, again, don't know his age, but say like maybe 7 months, so he was pretty huge. Like if it was a wee baby. Oh yeah, I got that from Little Adventures, where the smaller they are, the less of a threat they seem to other guinea pigs. But that was for females, and I thought maybe it just might work for my male guinea pig Crash. It could work. It could work. So that's what I did. That was the thought. Sorry. So Chip was very small, 2 months old. I will try to find the video too of because I already had a video posted for that Saturday, the very Saturday I brought him home, but I couldn't help from sharing him. So that video is called Saturday Extra, Meet My New Guinea Pig. And that would be little old Chip here. Yeah, where are you going? Okay, we're almost done. We're only 7 minutes into it, sir. Can you turn around? The sun shifted, so now he is getting a little bit of sun. So that's the backstory of Chip. Craigslist baby, but also came from a good breeder. She said that the stud was very huge, so that Chip is going to be very huge. And another factor of ethical breeders is that they want to keep up on their guinea pigs, quite honestly. Do I think she's the best ethical breeder? No, there were lots of things she could have done better, but at the same time, there's lots of things I can do better. So, there we go. So, but the fact of the matter is she still keeps up on him. Like, I send all the the photo shoots that I do with him. I send them straight to her. She always gets an update. Not as consistently as I would like, but she does get an update. Is that our neighbor? Yeah. Good boy. Hi. He's plenty big. And that is the story behind Chip, essentially. I got him off of Craigslist, literally for free. Because what I was essentially going to pay was the $20 or $25 fee. And because my enclosure was impressive to her, she gave him to me for free. And he's from a breeder. I don't know what more I can say about that, but I'm going to bring him inside because he's not having a good time out here.